I will start with Professor Gnanamony to say a few words about the book, about the translation.
I really feel happy to sit amidst the scholars, the poets, the translators, and the elite community of this great Calcutta city. In fact, it is one of my cherished moments, a very memorable moment of having got an opportunity to share a few words with you about the book that is launched right now, and also to congratulate the original poet and also the translator. So my kudos and congratulations, and also my blessings to the poet and also the translator. I got the copy a few minutes ago, and I was glancing through a few pages, a few verses. I understood that the poet and the translator had the three visions: the visions of the past, the vision of the present, and the vision of the future. The vision, in short, the vision of Tiresias. In fact, a poet needs to have these three visions. And understandably and also interestingly, the poet and the translator belong to the same age, belong to the same locale, and belong to the same sensibility. It adds to the beauty and charm of the poems found in this volume. In fact, translating a poem is a very, very tough job. I tried a couple of times. Some of the poems written in the local Tamil spoken idiom, I found it very difficult. But then, when you have the same sensibility, when you see, as the original poet says, it may be a possibility. But here, the translator has done an excellent job in going into the poet's sensibilities, inheriting the same sensibilities, and then translating the verses in his own English, which of course is wonderful to read. And I wish that the poems that I find in this volume of book or this volume of poetry should go into the university curriculum. This copy should be found in the racks of the universities and colleges. And I believe shortly that this book of poems will be found in the curriculum of universities and colleges in the English academy or English department. So I congratulate both of them, because all these poems have the strength, the vitality, and the philosophy of life. Not only the pull of the young to the other, I mean the man-woman relationship, which is something very natural, but also the philosophy of life. Especially in let me quote a line. In verse number 20, there is a man-woman relationship, a very intimate man-woman relationship. Single, you are two persons, but when you become single, one flesh and one body and one soul. When I read through this line, I was reminded of the Bible and Christ's injunction in the Bible, in the New Testament, in one of his sermons on the mount. You are two, but you become one soul and one body, the pull of the other. And then you are passionate to the other all throughout your life. The insatiable love for each other. And I was so happy to read this, because this line echoed the biblical lines. And also, you talked about the original poet, Sumita Nandy. Even though you are very young, right? You have the philosophy of life. Just as all good poets in English and also other languages have the philosophy of life. They talk about the boyhood passion or the girlhood passion of the other, and at the same time, the ultimate end or the transience of this life, the transience, the temperance of this life. You know, a line like, the mortal of your end wishes to achieve a definition complete. I am quoting your line. Mortal of your end wishes to achieve a definition complete. All through your life, you long to achieve a definition of your life, definition complete, but sometimes it eludes, sometimes you achieve, but then life is a fairy tale, right? The line ends with, you turn to a fairy tale. Life is a fairy tale to most of us, and these lines echo unmistakably the lines of Shakespeare's Macbeth. Life is but a walking shadow, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. A fairy tale, once again. So you belong to that category, the great poets, the category of great poets, because this land has produced very renowned poets. Rabindranath Tagore, and then the freedom fighter, let me please. The one who went to Pondicherry and settled down there. Yeah, Sri Aurobindo. We have been reading the poetry of these giants. This state has produced giants, and you belong to that line. You are in the same lineage of those great poets. And once again, I congratulate you. Man, again, you are a walking shadow. The same lines. A tale, yeah. The uncertainty of life in poem number 14. I am digging my own graveyard for ages. We come into the world, we have no say in it. We are born somewhere to some parents, A and B. And then from day one onwards, we have been digging our own grave. Oh, what a wonderful line. In fact, this is a very, very powerful line to me. Again, congratulations to the poet and also the translator. The translator has done a wonderful job going into the very, very sensibilities of the poet and then translated in very beautiful expressions. My congratulations from the deep south, Madurai, and from our university. And then your endeavor should go on and on. And my blessings to both.